All right, Shalom. Once again, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. All right, this is another installment of like thinking out loud and all that. All right, but we're gonna start out with just two scriptures. Get on the road on the way to the plantation. And then just get some edification. All right, I was like getting ready. I had some other lessons, in the making, as far as plans, but, the spirit, hit it to where, I was just like thinking about, just like wildlife, how, wildlife that's captive in a zoo, it's only, somewhat of a simulation, of, the type of environment, that they lived in before. But at the same time, most of it, sometimes it looks like it's made out of plastic or some shit. It's just not the same, as to where, they were, before they were, captive. Or, just like meaning, there's, there's a limited space, in which they can move. Or, sometimes, the conditions are bad or abusive. Or, instead of hunting, they got like feeding time and things like that. Maybe their, diet, isn't, that as much as the same as if they were in the wild. All right, but I was like through the spirit. The name of this lesson is going to be Babylon the Great, America. All right, is like a zoo. It's like a zoo for mainly like you Israelites. All right, because you're in captivity. All right, you're being oppressed. And you need that or you need that knowledge. Once you realize that. Or then you can like move forward. Once you're in Yahweh Shai. All right, because there's vexation now, but in the horizon that there's going to be hope. All right, St. John 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. All right, even though we're in captivity, those of us that are in the truth, we're spiritually free. All right, because we, a lot of people. The scriptures also say, when you increase in knowledge, you increase in sorrow. All right, but according to the scriptures, there's also, light at the end of the tunnel. Or a kingdom to look forward to. All right, but as far as let's get this other scripture. All right, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Or which brings me to the next point I was meditating on. All right, because even you rich Israelites, or even back in the ancient world, or you might have had rich households and poor households and things like that. All right, but as far as even that goes, or those of you that are rich or well off or whatever you want to call it. All right, this is only, this can also be compared to like a matrix, of course. All right, but this is only, a simulation, of your existence. All right, or it's not the same, of course. Or that's why it says, surely oppression makes the wise man mad. Or only the wise, only those that are grounded, in the scriptures. And of course, there's others and all that. All right, but or at the same time, as far as being oppressed, as far as the scriptures, since you have knowledge of the scriptures, that this isn't this isn't a proper way of life for us. This is this is says limitations, or as far as the scriptures are concerned, as far as what you can and cannot do. Or all these unrighteous decrees are part of the bars of this zoo, or the confines of this matrix. All right, but at the same time, with that wisdom and knowledge, or you know how to operate, how to discern. All right, at the same time, you have the promise, of salvation and a kingdom. So that's where St. John 8:32 comes into play. All right, because we know the truth, or that Or we still see all our family, friends, people we know in the world. Or they're all making moves. They're all becoming so-called successful. All right, if not that, or they're doing whatever they want to do without any shame. All right, and other than that, they're just living so-called life. Or just talking about getting married. Or all these careers and shit like that. Or and with that knowledge, or we're free because we know that they're ignorant to the fact that they're being oppressed. They're in captivity. Or of course they're in a zoo. In zoos they also they'll also give you a mate. That's what it's like also. Considering this marriage. Or just having that's what they tell you. As far as like the American dream is kind of like being in one of those cages in that zoo. Or talking about a white picket fence or whatever. Or having one wife. Maybe a kid or a couple of kids and all that. Or and that's what when you go to the zoo you observe. So you're looking at like polar bears or gorillas or whatever. Or you see. Or you see that one family, you see like the husband, the wife, the kids, or but at the same time, they're not, they might, that animal, might, in so many cases, might be happy with it, but at the same time, that's not how, as far as their existence, that's not how the Lord intended. That's not how the Lord, intended it to be. That's not how He set it up. So, that's not, or it's not right. Or and only people, who have the wisdom and knowledge of the Scriptures, have a proper grasp of that truth. Or all right, all right, but all right, suck it. Just like lost my train of thought. All right, but and a lot of these plus with us, as far as like the generations, we really don't have any recollection of our past lives and other generations and all that. So all right, we never knew a life. We never knew a life. Or before, or living in a place like this, or wherever we happen to be scattered, or if we're not in all right, America, all right, Babylon the Great, all right, because if you're an Israelite, no matter where you are you're going to be subject to those curses, and part of being subject to those curses, is being or being in one of those cages, in this zoo. Or in Esau's zoo. Or and another thing is, he actually used to or as far as all like the dark skinned nations and all that. Or there was a point where he had where he actually had human beings, whether they be I think he had like Hamites, like maybe some Israelites. All right, people like Hamites, Japhites, observing them. Or he actually locked them up in cages. Or and observed them from the outside in. All right, so or but now now he's doing this on a larger scale. Or they tell you have freedom, they tell you have rights, but at the same time what are the bars of the cage? What's that electric fence that shocks you? Or it's when you it's when you get down with this, or properly. Are you not talking about these churches? All right, but you find out or what you can and cannot do, and that all goes back to or those unrighteous decrees that they set up. All right, see marrying more than one woman, that's you just got shocked by the electric fence. All right, or taking care of business if you find out, or whoever you're dealing with, has been cheating on you. If you're the male and she's the female, or taking care of business can get you put away for the rest of your life. All right, that's another example. Or but then the dietary laws I was mentioning, as far as they're feeding these animals, or it might not be conducive to their diet. And of course they have that don't feed the animals sign. All right, but it's not like everyone sometimes someone sneaks something in there that they're not allowed to have. Or you also got to factor that in. Or all these dietary laws, or that aren't being upheld, or and things of that nature. All right, so that's all. Those are some quick examples of or how this place this isn't our natural habitat. Or the land of Yasharel, the land of Israel, is our natural habitat. Or it's not going to be restored. You got, or another thing, other than, or trying to debunk the 12 tribes chart. Or you also got people who believe in or all in all, they want to carnally establish the kingdom. Or that's what it all comes down to. Or they want to establish the kingdom by carnal means. Or meaning either buying land and starting their own community, or starting their own schools, or doing another Black Wall Street, or doing another Black Panther Party. All right, or just doing all these things, extra stuff that we weren't commanded to do as teachers and prophets. All we have to do is teach this word, edify, warn the people of the imminent danger of America being destroyed, and if they don't get right, they're going to be destroyed along with it. That's all there is to it. That's all that's all we have. All right, or you can't, or all the things you want in righteousness according to our culture and heritage. Or that's going to come when the Lord returns, when these prophecies are fulfilled. Or but with that, Saki, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to say shalom, or double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Or shalom to the hopeful elect. Or Akim, or teaching this word in truth and sincerity. All right, shalom.